Yo. Okay, so I know today has been a real busy day. I'm gonna leave it right there. So some of y'all have probably been like, I don't know who's in the house. I don't know what's going on. Y'all, I know I'm in the house because it's cold. And I was like, I had already been to the grocery store. So everybody that done waited to the last minute to get to the grocery store and do all of that stuff, I'm ahead of the game. I done did all of that. And I just wanted to jump on today. And just because I haven't done this in a while, haven't been on in a while to talk about Motivational Monday. And I'm like, I apologize because normally I was really doing pretty good at coming on and talking about Motivational Monday. And as y'all are coming in, drop who you are, where you're coming in from, and so I can say hey. So this year, one of my colleagues did a challenge for us to read the Bible in a year. So I was like, okay, I can do this because I've never that's something I've never done. And so you have been using what is it called? It's called the God Strengthening Word, but that's not where I got it from. Daily Bible Reading Guide. But yeah, I did it. That is right. God Strengthening Word Daily Bible Reading Guide for 2025. And y'all, it's actually been pretty good because of the way they did it. I think what kind of threw me off on doing read the Bible in a year is that I felt like I had to go from Genesis to Revelations straight like that. And I was like, I was confused. And I needed a system. So it's actually broken down pretty good, and it gives you different things, and it actually starts in Ephesians. So if you want to jump in, y'all, you can still get it. What I'll probably do is I'll get the link and I'll probably share it out later, so y'all can get you a copy of the guide, because having it, I don't know if y'all can see it because with this green screen, like I've been checking off whenever I do a day. Yeah, here you go. We're gonna do it this way. Whenever I do a day, I've been checking it off and taking notes because it's just been blowing me away. And I was like, I'm glad God had me do it that way, because it has helped me it's helped me in a way that I didn't think was possible, because it's been giving me, when I'm reading, it's like I'm hearing stuff immediately. And I'm like, I don't know about y'all, but I needed to hear a word from God. I needed to get some confirmation in some things that I have been studying already, and just getting a new revelation in some areas. And so that's what this doing this daily reading has been doing for me. And it's just been really cool though. And I've really been enjoying it. So now that I've gotten that out the way, because that's pretty much I'm trying to get the website for y'all so I can post it, because I didn't think about that. I didn't think about daily Bible reading. I didn't think about that before I came on, because I would have had that ready for you guys when I got on, and it just totally slipped my mind, because even though today has been kind of like it was a holiday, the inauguration. No, I did not watch the inauguration because I know that will be next of what somebody would ask. And so I didn't do that, but I'm like, that wasn't, and then it's all over TV, so I couldn't do my guilty pleasure. So it's from the American Bible Society. That's where the Bible guide came from, and I'm gonna put the link in the chat, so you guys can jump in, because you know what, it's never too late to get started, because it's a PDF. You can download it. I mean, I printed mine out because I'm visual like that, and so you can still jump in and check it out and download you a copy, and then let me know what you think as you start on that journey as well. So for those of you that don't know, that are just joining me for the first time, guys, I am Deborah Franklin. I'm an author, speaker, coach, but most of all, I'm the founder of Church Girl CEO and Deborah Franklin Publishing. Y'all, Deborah Franklin Publishing is doing some great things, and Church Girl CEO is doing some even better things. Church Girl CEO we're getting ready. Well, really, both of them we're getting ready to celebrate our 5th year. of real activation. And so this is like so exciting about this time, because it's like our fifth year. It's our year of grace and favor. And that's how we're celebrating. We're celebrating pretty much all year long, and we're doing some different things, and we're going some different places. We're still going to be celebrating in Kenya in June for our fifth anniversary of doing a summit there. And it's just I don't even know what to say. I'm just excited. Now let's go ahead and jump right into Motivational Monday, because as I was reading, and I'm going to go with one of the scriptures that really stood out to me, because this is a good way to start. um Luke, no, I think I did that one already. Is that Ephesians 6:10 through 24. Ephesians 6:10 through 24. That's what we're going to look at today. Ephesians 6:10 through 24. He looked around at them. He looked around at them all and then said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." He did so, and his hand was completely restored. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law were furious and began to discuss with one another what they might do to Jesus. One of those days, Jesus went out to the mountainside to pray and spent the night praying to God. When the morning came, he called his disciples to him and chose 12 of them, whom he also designated apostles. And then he said, hold on. Yeah. And then he said to them, and he called them by name. And the apostles were Simon, whom he named Peter, his brother Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, son of Alphaeus, Simon, who he also called the Zealot, Judas, son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became the traitor. Y'all, let me tell you something. God is going to give you your team, but just know that God already knows if somebody going to be in your camp that's going to betray you. I just wanted to let you know that. So don't be surprised when somebody that's the closest to you, that has seen everything that you can do, have been there with you from the beginning, has seen you change things, and then all of a sudden that's the one that runs you in the ground. That's the one that's telling your business. That's the one that's stabbing you in the back. Don't be surprised when that happens, because when that happens, you know that you're doing what God has told you to do. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. And that's the way I look at it when I start to hear people scandalizing my name or talking about me or saying things that are not true about me, which always, and I had a conversation with somebody the other day. It's like, some people are jealous of you. They jealous of you. And the thing is, you're thinking like, why are you jealous of me when you got more than me? You got the job, you got the car, you got the family, you got this, you living this, you doing that, but you jealous of me and I ain't got nothing? I'm confused. You know what? It's not the material things that they're jealous of, y'all. It's your spirit. It's your anointing. It's what you can do and they can't do. It's what you can do, and it seems like a sweatless victory when they don't know the nights that you cried. They don't know the lonely days that you may have had. They don't know that you sitting up trying to figure out, why am I always by myself, but God keep using me in this area. That's because God is protecting you. God is putting you in a position that when you do come out, and you come out in full blown actuality, I'm gonna use that way, use it that way. And because God, you're gonna be like, y'all, ain't nobody did this but God. And all your naysayers is gonna be like, wait a minute, I ain't think she could do this. How she getting this and we not? And it's okay. Let them think that. And then you're gonna start having sweatless victories, because I read that part of the scripture, because this was Jesus healing on the Sabbath. And we always hear about this. We talked about this. But see, sometimes Jesus didn't even touch him, and he got blessed. He looked around at them and then said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." He did so, and his hand was completely restored. Y'all, right now, you need to stretch out your hand. You need to stretch out your hand and see what's getting ready to fall in your hand. The healing that you need is in your hand. The completion of the project is in your hand. The new idea is in your hand. You just got to stretch it out. And see, I always like to tell people, sometimes you got to go back to some of them old Negroes, the old hymns that we used to sing. Father, I stretch my hand to thee, no other help I know. Because you need to stretch out your hand. You are in a place that you can go to greatness. You can go to a different level, but you are not trusting God to give it to you. You are not trusting God to download that information into you. You are not trusting God with your business. You're not trusting God with your family. You're not trusting God with your ministry. I know it. You might be making it look good, but you doubting every step that you make. You're doubting every step that you make. You're doubting every obstacle that comes your way is building up that doubt. You have got to stop being the Thomas to yourself. Yeah, I said it. Because remember, Thomas doubted Jesus. And you are in a position right now that you are doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. You know that this is your time to do it, but you keep thinking about, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't have this. I don't have that. Y'all, guess what? Some of us are getting ready to have some snow days that are not normal. Y'all, I'm living in Georgia now. Georgia ain't got this much snow never. Not to my knowledge. Because when I got here, almost 4 years ago, it wasn't, I don't remember having a snow day. I don't remember, we did have a snow day, but it didn't snow. I don't remember it being this cold outside. Y'all were getting set up, start using that time. Just like they were saying in the, like during the pandemic. Like during the pandemic, you should have got things done. I'm telling you now, these snow days that we're getting ready to have, these cold days that we're getting ready to have. Yes, you want to curl up with your girl. Let me tell you. You want to curl up with your cup of coffee, cup of hot chocolate, your hot toddy, whatever that might be. You might want to curl up with it. But I'm going to tell you right now, you better take it to that laptop, take it to that desktop, and get some work done. You know that this is your season, and God is going to give you the time to do what you need to do. God is breaking out time in your schedule. Let me tell y'all, it's hard right now for me. Even though I'm at home, it's like I got to do laundry. I got to make some phone calls. I got to do some lives. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got the summit coming up. I got the book project coming up. I got clients that I already have. I got publishing clients that we have. But I got to still find time because God has already told me it's what in my hand. And if it's in my hand, he's going to give me the schedule that I need to be able to write it down because I got to write with what? My hand. You got to do what? You got to type with what? Your hand. You got to type. You got to think about things. And see, I even talk with my hands. I try not to because sometimes I can be distracted to the people. But you have got to realize that you got the time. It's in your hand, but you got to grab hold to it. You have got to grab hold to those opportunities and hold on to them and do what you know God has called you to do. You know within yourself that you have been searching, you've been hungering, you've been longing to get some things done, but you keep putting yourself in a position to where you don't have time. But that's why you need to find accountability groups. You need to start hanging around people that are going to check you on your mess. I'm serious. I'm gonna tell you, I got 2 people, really 3, that I can call and be like, look, and because I had to do it today, I need to talk something out with you so I can make sure it makes sense that I'm making a good decision, making a decision that makes sense for everybody. So will I pivot? Absolutely. Do it look bad sometimes? Absolutely. Do I care? Because I know what God has called me to, and I know what God has called me to, what to do. So sometimes you do have to pivot, and it's not that it won't happen. It's just that it's not happening right now. And you have to be okay with it because when God puts the knowledge in your hand, figuratively and actually, when he puts it in your hand, you have got to be able to act on it. You have got to be able to move on it. You have got to show up for yourself. You have got to start doing those things and operating like nothing is happening around you, because you know what? Everybody is looking at you to fail, and it's okay. It's okay. Let them look. Let them say. Let them think that you're nobody. Let them think that, because when you come out on the other side and you done showed up and showed out, there ain't nothing they can do. Be like, and be like, and they gonna have to applaud you. They gonna have to applaud you because they're going to have to applaud you. They're going to have to applaud you because you can't doubt what God has done. You cannot doubt or squeamish on what God has done. You cannot be anything and that people are not going to hate on you. And it's okay, because just like when Jesus told the man, hold out your hand, and he was healed, God is telling you, hold out your hand, figuratively and actually, because he's getting ready to put something in your hand. He's getting ready to put something in you. You got to open up your mind, your heart, your spirit to receive what God is getting ready to download to you. And see, the problem is some of y'all don't know how to get quiet. You talking all the time. You got something to say about everything. And the reason why you don't hear from God is because you don't know how to be quiet. You don't know how to just say, Lord, help me, and just sit there and wait for him to give you the help. Do you see my eyes? You have got to give it up. And it's so time for you to do that. And you just will be amazed at how God is going to bless you in those areas of your life when you give it up and show up for him and acknowledge what you have. Because some of you have stories that you're sitting on right now. You sitting on stories that need to be told, but you've been doubting yourself in that area. You've been like, I don't have nothing to say. I don't this, I don't that. But you do. But you do. But you do. But you do. And I just want you to know that it's in your hand. God is setting you up for an opportunity to, how can I say this? To tell your story. And somebody's going to be blessed by your story. In fact, you're going to be blessed by telling it. And you are going to, for today only, this is January 20th. I don't know when you're going to watch it. I don't know. I'm doing something because I know that somebody has been wanting to do this project. And you were like, I just don't have it. I need some help. I need this. I need something. And for today only, if you're watching this today only, January 20th, and it might actually be open on the 21st. I'm not 100% sure yet because I put the code in, but I don't know what that's going to do. I'm going to allow you for the holiday, because I'm trying to put it in your hand that it's time for you to tell your story. And you have an opportunity to do it in a way that you're going to have people that are holding you accountable to finish your chapter. And that's in our collaboration that we are doing for Visionary Women. We are hosting this collaboration project, and some of you have been wanting to do it, and you've been like, okay, God, I know that. But you know what? You done heard me talk about this more than once. Yeah, you've heard me talk about this more than once. You've heard me talk about this more than twice. You've heard me talk about it, and you've seen the post more than 3 times. So I'm just going to take you there in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. God is trying to tell you something, and you need to listen, because we're putting it where? In your hand. We are giving you an opportunity to show up and tell your story. So I want you to go to this link and register. Use the code MLK and get 15% off the registration fee. And you can use Afterpay. Y'all, we got this set up to where it should not, where it won't be a burden for you. Where it won't be a burden. We have 4 spots open. 4. And I want you to join in. I want you to join us. I want you to be a part of this. I'm going to be honest with you. This collaboration, a lot of times people say that, but because I am the publisher, I can say this, and it's for real true, that this particular project is going to be like none other. We are doing more with this project than we ever have. Than I've ever done with a collaboration project. It's going to be our feature book when we go to Kenya. We are doing, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. We're probably gonna do 3 book signings, one virtually, and one I know for certain here in Atlanta, and then another one I can't remember where. I can't tell that one just yet. I can't tell you where the third stop is gonna be, but you know that it's time for you to tell your story. You know that what you have done or what you have made it through, that somebody else is going to make it through. And then I'm going to let you know what the title of the story of the book is. We did it. Yeah, that's the main title. We did it. Now get off your hind parts and get it done. That's that's the title of the book. That's the title of the book. Some of y'all have turned your marriages around. Some of you have turned your relationship around with your children. People need to know, what did you do to make that happen? What did you do from a practical perspective? Yes, I know you prayed about it. Yes, I know if you went to counseling, tell us, what did counseling do? Yeah, you can go to counseling, but how did you execute what they told you in counseling? How did it make you feel? Because somebody needs to know that. I know my first time going to counseling, I was like, "Ooh, really?" And then that was a whole different situation. But I want you to really pray about it and know that we are opening this up for everybody to be in this collaboration project, because I know it's going to bless you and it's going to bless somebody else. I want nothing else to motivate you today and let you know that God is putting it in your hand. He's setting you up with an opportunity to get more visibility. Some of you have been thinking like, God, I know I need to write a book. I know I need to do this, but I just don't have time to write a full book. Y'all, to do a collaboration, you're only doing 1 chapter. And you got built-in a built-in community to help you promote your book, because every time somebody sells a book, that's just like putting you in that person's household as well. I just want you to think about that, but don't think too long, because the discount code is only good for today. It's only good for today. You can save 15% off the registration fee. And y'all, because we want to fill up these last few spots. I'm ready to close this out. In fact, I was supposed to close it out last week, but I know, and God just wouldn't let me, because normally after I get a certain number, I'm like, whatever, I can go. But this time, God would not let me close this out until you get in here. And I don't know, and it's just like, whoever that is, I know it's 4 more people need to join, maybe 5 that need to join into this collaboration. And when they do, then we know it's time for us to close it out. Because see, I've seen people have 30 and 40 people, but that's not how we rolling with this. I want you to use this link, use the discount code, and join us in the Visionary Women's book collaboration. And the title of the book is We Did It. Now get off your hind parts, because you can do it too. And I'm going to leave you right there with that. Y'all have a great one. I love you to life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a great one.